Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Atindra. I am currently a MEM student at Northwestern, graduating this fall. And I want to talk about a startup venture that me and two other uh, colleagues of mine at Northwestern started back in fall 2020. And I did an independent study over the summer here. And it's a product called ScreenSurf. Sorry. So if we want to look at why we decided to go into this venture, we wanted to look at a problem in regards to how we take in digital content and the amount of streaming platforms there are out there for use. So there's a growing need for users to move away from cable to streaming applications, and with that, consumers can own too many streaming applications based on the amount of content that's out there, and even just the whole library and even old things that people could watch. So more tech companies are building their own streaming platform, and these are carrying higher costs for digital content, more time spent on finding the content, and then more complexity in the search process. So together, we took a class called Intro to Product Management, where we ideated with this product and started developing an app. And ScreenSurf is our mobile application that aims to give recommendations for TV and movies to maximize recommendation quality, minimize your search time, and consolidates streaming content. And you're able to share with your friends. We do this by utilizing machine learning to develop an algorithm that uses past preferences to predict future interests. Also an API that pulls available content from other streaming platforms to give you a library on what to watch. The reason we decided to go through this is, in 2020, US consumers, they spent almost $30 billion on streaming services. And we think, and through research, it's by 2025, that'll go up to close to $45 billion. And from any market research, and we've done probably close to 300 customer interviews on use case personas, 57% of our users, they made decisions on what to find from friend recommendations. That's why we wanted to add a feature so that you could share content with your friends that goes beyond just word of mouth. Along with that, 62% of users make decisions based on mood. And none of the competition that we've researched currently integrates mood and friend recommendation in their software. Another thing is that now there are close to 100 million users in the United States that own 2 or more streaming apps. And as that technology continues to evolve and companies try to create their own user platforms, that number will grow and grow and grow to the point where you may see a good chunk of the market have close to 4 or 5 streaming platforms. So if you were to think about 100 million users, even if we could capture 10% of that, 10 million users, we think that's a good opportunity for us to pursue something here. So again, around this, I just wanted to say what things that we worked on over the summer, just more with the user interface. We use infrastructure with AWS to pull into the back end, some movie and show APIs, doing research and our due diligence on that, the machine learning on the recommendation algorithm, developing work with user mood and the behavior correlation, the interaction with friends, which is a feature that we want to highlight in our app, and then the content filtering based on those recommendations. The useful tools that we learned, and this was more through our product management class, was centered around the use case personas and getting everything in towards using market research documents and product research documents. I think the two guys that I work on this project with, we all agree that if we didn't organize ourselves with this sort of documentation, it would have been much harder to get stuff off the ground. So we're very grateful for the help that we got and the tools that we were given. Some lessons that we've learned so far, and we're gearing up for October 1st to have a beta test of our app, is our testing and evaluation phase of this life cycle is often forgotten in a lot of products, but I think it's very important. If you compare that just to like the design and integration and your concept design, the testing portion is something that may take a lot of time, but can be the most important in getting useful feedback. So that's why we want to make sure we take our time to properly backtest everything. And we plan out for close to almost 4 to 8 weeks to do our beta test. And another thing that we found very helpful is, getting our customer interviews and understanding our market share and our stakeholders' needs and requirements, because we're going to do a lot of development over these next few months, and catering that towards the specific needs and requirements and prioritizing that in appropriately will help us out. And knowing this can help us in the development process. So, and this was just a quick picture of a screen grab of what our app would look like in real time. So that's really all I have for you guys today. I really thank you for your time, and afterwards, I'm more than happy to answer any questions.